I love being a teacher. My kids are amazing in so many ways. But finding the time to give them extra help when they need it, or additional challenges when they're ready, is really tough. There's just not enough time to do it all. That's where Dreambox comes in. It automatically differentiates for all of my students, helping them make sense of math in new ways. The personalization makes math relevant to them while building conceptual understanding and fluency. The engaging, fun environment and immediate feedback motivates them to continue learning. It's great for my kids, and it's great for me. I no longer spend my time searching for resources and customizing assignments. It's all there. Dreambox gives me a powerful way to support my curriculum while meeting the individual needs of every student. I can access up-to-date data about my class's progress and understanding. Dreambox shows me when a student hasn't started a concept and when additional support or challenge is needed. I can then create assignments for the whole class or individual students. And the best part is, each student receives lessons adapted to their individual needs. So when Luis is learning about right triangles and protractors, Dreambox is helping Ryan learn key geometry terms. Meanwhile, Alicia is able to explore the Pythagorean theorem. It's easier to deliver the differentiation my students deserve, at the level and pace that's right for them. And it gives me more time to do what I love, to teach. I chose Dreambox because it builds confidence and creates learning experiences that just aren't possible with paper and pencil, video lectures, or digitized worksheets. I keep Dreambox because the results are real. My students have better test scores, and it's easy to see their progress. But more importantly, they understand that math is much more than answering a bunch of multiple choice questions. Now, my students are inspired by math and the incredible things they can do with it. And I know I'm helping them achieve more than ever before. That's the Dreambox difference.
What can an image do? It's a question we ask ourselves every day. It can document our lives and history. It can define your character or tell the entire story. Create a home or knock down walls. Be worth 1,000 words or one life. And move a business forward and your heart a beat. At Canon, the image matters in all its forms because we love what you do with the image, what it does to you, and what it does for you. The photos you took, the book you printed, the patient you cured. You did all of it, with images captured and delivered through our products. And that's what drives us. Your creative solutions, your creative vision, your creative questions, and your creative answers. So at Canon, we dedicate every day to engineering the tools that spark your creativity. We are curious, relentless, and passionate in discovering and designing the inherent power of today's and tomorrow's images. We are creating a better way to harness light, inspire a scene, unleash your imagination. We are creating a better way for business to grow, doctors to diagnose, teachers to teach, and students to learn. We are Canon, and we are creating a better image for a better world. Because it's not about what an image can do, it's about what it can do next.
Managing any kind of technology can be challenging, and your multifunction printers are no different. To keep them up and running, you're expected to manage usability issues, ensure integration, and assess security risks, all while keeping the technology up to date. Canon's Image Runner Advanced series is here to help. Technology that can help you simplify user and admin experiences, control sensitive information and costs, and evolve your workflow capabilities for future trends. The Image Runner Advanced series is built for the future with the power to expand capabilities and stay ahead of change.
Everyone knows coaching works, but how do you really know if it's working for you? Well, now you can know. And you can take that growth to the next level with eGrow Coach, powered by Engage to Learn. With this app-based coaching platform, educators can set the goals that are right for them, identify key areas for growth, and document progress all along the way. With real-time collaborative coaching, coaches and educators can stay organized and focused on the task at hand. It provides detailed records that allow coaches to recognize educators for their growth via badges and micro-credentials. And it provides rubrics that help educators track their growth and thousands of professional learning resources so coaches can provide personalized support along the way. No other platform offers the data, performance, and results of eGrow Coach. Everything is housed in a growth portfolio, so you know how it works. Request a demo today at egrowcoach.org.
I met Christian when he was in a foster home. He had turned 2 years old at the time. He was up for adoption, and I felt that it was never too late to have a family. It's always been my desire to have him to be considered as an outstanding man someday. And so I try to make sure that education is considered a priority. As he actually started school, he showed some signs of struggle, being premature at birth. Just a lot of different health issues that has created some deficiencies for him for learning.
Christian is one of those kids that he's a hard worker. So is Barrett's the main character in the story? From his data that I saw from second grade from last year, he was fairly well below expectations for district and state.
I looked for all kinds of things for him, trying to help build the skills and get him to read and love it. That's when we discovered myON.
So when my mom started to pick books, I didn't want to read them. It was like completely not reading them. But then she let me start to pick them, and I got more interested. He would be in bed sometimes and I would think he was asleep. And he would be in his bed listening to stories. So who wants to turn off stories? So get my computer, turn it on, get on myON, and there's like thousands of books. It's helping me to read and be more confident, to take a book off the shelf and explore the book.
He came in as a pretty typical transitional reader. Yes. Over the course of the year, he's surpassing the average for district and state.
The reason I've stayed in education is the joy of seeing kids learn. I always say to Christian, I know that it was in him, but it was how to get him to see his own potential. When he struggled with reading, he struggled, I believe, in everything. And now that he is loving reading, and reading is something that he's excited about and he can talk about it, now he's becoming more and more successful in everything.
Schools around the world are struggling with ways to try and figure out how to continue to improve education and also get a grasp on the vaping epidemic that's going on. We're finding kids through K through 12 are unfortunately vaping and doing harm to their bodies. So we as a company look for an organization or another company we can partner with to get a turnkey, seamless integration as we bring our IoT FlySense vape detectors to market. So partnering with Ruckus allows us to do that.
I've been teaching in Virginia for the last 10 years, and we've seen a great increase in the number of kids who are starting to use any kind of drugs, but now they're starting to bring them into the schools. And even in the past year, we've had students vaping during assemblies and leaving their actual vaping devices and mechanisms in classrooms and in the hallway.
We have a big issue with vaping at our school district. I'm very interested to learn how Ruckus can help me prevent that in the schools, and it's just ongoing. That's the only way to describe it. We have students, at least the high school is probably 5 or 6 students a day they're catching with vape pens.
We've had lots of students that have been caught vaping in our schools. What they do is they'll sneak it underneath their sweatshirts, and then they take they vape underneath there and then just blow it out underneath there, thinking that they're not going to get caught. It is an epidemic. It's becoming worse, and whatever the kids can get away with, they're going to try to get away with. I think a device like you guys have would be awesome because then we'd automatically be alerted to it. You know, it wouldn't be something we had to maybe possibly catch. We could for sure catch them, and that would be great.
In 2018, the U.S. Surgeon General declared a teen health epidemic, and that's vaping. Vaping is the use of e-cigarettes in schools. And unfortunately, many schools are trying to satisfy that today by extending their teachers and faculty to try to monitor this kind of behavior in areas where you may not be able to put cameras or other types of devices because of privacy issues. So what Ruckus is trying to do is ensure that we provide a platform for innovation for things like environmental sensing that would allow you to solve this problem in a more automated fashion, take that pressure and relieve it off the teachers, and let them really focus on their job. And that's where we've partnered with Solder Technologies.